I don't always like videos, but when I do, I always prefer Road Dawg Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Gotta get the cake. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. No, this ain't what you used to. Switch up from the bikes to a new coupe. You know I keep some new shoes. Keep it simple, not like you. All night, get right. Know you know the price. Know you know the name, no games. I need all my money now. Not playing, man. This ain't what you used to. I might fly to LA. This cold weather ain't for me. Hit the bank, round your way. What you used to? And I'm grinding to the top. I can't let it slip away, so I gotta get the pay. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new. This ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Calls keep coming in. For the win, get it in. This ain't what you used to. So you get on my nerves. Try hit my line, get curved. This ain't what you used to. Round, swerves. Everybody here knows the word. This ain't what you used to. No, you know the drill. Overpay and now I see the rail. This ain't what you used to. I get it in for my kids. Stack those chips and I get that check. Not what you used to. You see how I live, work my biz. I'm too far from the rest, not what you used to. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Double up, yeah. Double up. The money I color. Double up. The money I color. 2 turns of 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wake. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff is silent. Double up. The money I color. Double up. The money I color. I swear God been blessing me. You think you been testing me? Don't mean lemons, watch lemon squeeze. Pieces been my recipe. You buy watch and bust them down. Mine is my investment piece. Heard your mix is drowning out. You need to call Trevor, please. I don't fold, I don't fear. Pearly whites, no veneers. Keep it clean, check it's clear. Water clear, P is clear. See the light, you go dear. See the light, I go near. Let me shine, watch me shine. I'ma shine, vision clear. Double up. The money I color. Double up. The money I color. cash can fold. None of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold.
Check.
Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash digital.
Sean, keep your fingers off the button this time.
Digital. The cash digital. The dash digital.
Check much.
Digital. Stepping like Marty McFly. Stepping, I feel like the guy.
Check my lily why. What you can do.
Me why. I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend. Only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids. That's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends. Had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win. You know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold. I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb. I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold. None of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold. None of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash digital. Go. Digital. Digital. The cash digital. The dash digital. Run it up. Digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm trying to feed my kids. I'm trying to keep my way. I'm trying to live my life while we get rich. My biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold. None of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold. None of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash digital. Go. Digital.
Here we go.
Cash digital. The dash digital.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dawg, and you guessed it, I'm Road Dawg. You are correct, sir. We're taking a look at the markets tonight, seeing what's popping off, what's not. It looks like Bitcoin is looking a little healthier now. Until I said that and it decided to drop under this one in a small time frame. Let's get out of it. I like to look at Bitcoin on the 4 hour just for a general feel of things, and this one's just a total mess here. At this point in the game, I think. Which one is this? Yeah, we can do that. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. We've got a nice little bounce here at the 4 hour off the 200 moving average, and we're above the 100 moving average. We're just above them all. We're just waiting for this 50 to cross over that 100 right here, that blue one to cross over that 100, give us a nice little extra added push, hopefully. But they will all be lining up the way that they should. Well, a little technicality, because the little nine's been a little rambunctious right now. Just kind of gliding right underneath that red 21, just playing those little swan games, but you know, looks like a little swan bird right there. Draw a little eye there. It's got a nice little flume of feathers over here. I believe we got the mockingbird pattern is what I believe we got. We got the duck-lipped mockingbird pattern right here live on Road Dawg Crypto. You can't get this anywhere else, folks. They don't even know what a mockingbird pattern is because they ain't nary such thing. We're getting a nice little duck lip there, I gotta say. We just gotta wait for this little 9 to cross back over. There might be a little sideways action over here, Bitcoin sideways, but that's cool. We like that. This is a good sign. We want to see that cross happen right there. We want to stay away as far away as we can from price action in this cloud. It's just not a good look. It just it clashes, clashes with what I have over here. We don't like it. It's a fashion monstrosity, and how dare you to allow that to happen without voicing, you know, some kind of dismay. You have to dismay, but it's okay for it to follow and tag along. That's cool. And it looks like, you know, it may want to do that. It's just supposed to be our shadow. Ichimoku is just our shadow. It mimics price action for about 26 candles. think about it, no big deal, but it kind of helps you see what side of the fence that you're on. Sometimes you get confused. Sometimes you can't even see that you're walking into one of those fences. You know, the ones that bite you, the little wire, you didn't see it, you grew up on the farm. Hate them things. Because you feel it, and they're on a time delay, but it's just enough for you to recognize, oh crap, I need to get, and it gets you every time. And then you're glued to it. You're like, I can't get away, I'm stuck. Oh. Talking about electric fences. You gotta be a country boy to understand that. So Ichimoku Cloud looks like she's starting to go to the upside too, so not worried. The big momentum says we're kind of doing okay. No worries here. We look at a few little support lines that we got, you know, mainly the top of this W pattern we have, this double bottom, if we call it that. Nice little line. Didn't even come back to actually touch it. Gonna move that line up to where we did touch in this area. Looks like it might be a little bit more of an important support line to mark. Let's rock with that, Barno. Who's Barno? What the hell, Road Dawg? That area is 68,000. Let's just call it 500-ish, shall we? Let's be a little anal about it. So we can look at that. Clearly defined. We'll just force the resistance area. A major one. Nice. Lock it in like every good trooper should. Let's zoom out. Nice rounding shape taken off here. I'm on the perpetual futures. Now, I really prefer to chart spot, but that chart's kind of a mess itself right now. Well, this is what we got, so I'm just going to be grateful that I got this. And there we go. Drawing this little parabolic move here because we are clearly in a nice rounding shape here for Bitcoin on the daily. I like it. I like it. Look, price came up to this level. We rounded off. It's a perfect setup for an actual cup and handle type pattern. Could happen. But for that to happen means price has got to come back down, and probably wouldn't like that because, well, that would just be nasty right now at this point in the game, don't you think? Come back down to the 618 area at 38,000. Do you want to do that? I don't want to do that. Shut your mouth, Road Dawg. Don't say it ain't so. I didn't say it was. It didn't say it was not. I just said, hey, man. I'm just... Let it be known it was caught here first before the handyman got to it.
Oh, my God.
Here's a cool thing we're looking at. What if you consider this as your whole channel? You've been smoking that opium. I can smell it all over you. We're just zooming out, baby. We're just zooming out here on the daily just to see on what is and what could be's. But break up past this channel, well, our next target's 122. We're just kind of establishing a little roadmap of where things could go. Logical. I'm a big factor of these trend lines, so I'm always connecting trend lines together. Because when they reach those areas, there will be some kind of hiccup, some kind of resistance, because it was enough resistance at all these points to bring on a reversal. So, might those areas have something in confidence that we can look for? Could we find something over there? Some kind of sign to tell us what to look for Bitcoin? And I say, I think you can. I'm a believer. I believe we can. So we're going to pull out a few tricks of the trade here. See where our confluence takes us for a nice little stop point for Bitcoin. Before all the moon boys tells us it's going to go to 500,000 right now. We want to be a little ahead of that game. Today's that day, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope that this microphone is working today. It appears to be. Check. It got the Joe Biden whisper check. Ice cream. You scream. I like screams. Smell your hair before it burns. This is how you keep getting demonetized. Creepy old goat. Who you talking about? That ain't Joe Biden. You suck, man. For your entertainment enjoyment, you get to listen not only to just me and the charts as they talk with funny accents also, but also up to the 15 personalities I managed to count that escape my lips on these nightly shows. Should I slide you over a little bit closer here, baby? Surely not, but I'm curious. Why not? Just throw a little line there. So this area about 82,889. I like 82,888 personally myself. I play those numbers a lot. There actually is something to the 8s on Bitcoin. Something to be said about it. Let's clean this up just a little bit. See what we got. Now, I know. It is commonplace to look at this as a flag. It is. And the way that they normally take a measure move would be the length of the pole. And really, it should be going to the bottom, and that would give you a target. So you do have that. We can label that little guy right over here as a measure move. Coming in at 85,678. Maybe that'll play out. Personally, when I get those little things, I like to just kind of do a little homework here. See if we got a bounce. We got a bounce off the 50 right there, right? My target still comes in here at 83 for this. Or one bouncing off of the 0.5. Right in there. Oh, my cheaters. My cheaters are lining up with my original thing here. It's like 80, what, 8? I was in the 8s, man. What, like 82, 88? And then 85, what is that? 5, 6, 78, 763 right there in that little zone. On my screen, now I'm putting the little flaggers up here. Blow them up a little bit so we can see them a little bit better. But over to the right is where the actual prices for the lines and color coded in blue. 85,678. The orange one over here, 82,983 for this particular chart, which is MexC perpetual futures. Might there be a play there? Yeah. But now if you get rambunctious or get a little bit ahead of yourself and you start pulling the flags from way back here, and especially put them on the brick and start shooting for the targets of 100, yeah, that's probably not gonna work for a variety of reasons. That's hope it does. That'd be cool, but I wouldn't think on that one so much. But on the daily, looking kind of juicy, kind of nice. Looking for this 9 moving average to move back up above this 21, give us a nice little boost up to the upside as we start making our way back up to this top trend line with a little bit of confluence in this 82,700-ish area. There's a good chance that we might actually get the bigger correction we thought we were getting here we may be getting here. And some people thought we were just going to totally lose it over here, but you know, I would be looking for a pullback, probably back to the areas we just dropped to. Honestly, to retest this area, or possibly the 66 after we move up to this area. Kind of what I'm looking for, or maybe, but first we got to test this area 68, or what was that, 68.8. If we come back and maybe that'll hold, that would be awesome. Short term, we might see something like that. We got a lot of time for price to do what price does, but this area up here at 72,666 is the actual number I got. 72,666.6. Might come back, retest this area there, kind of flesh out this parabolic move we got going on. I expect it to kind of touch this line again at some point and hopefully not break it. But there's no telling. This is all speculation. Bitcoin is going to do what Bitcoin is going to do. We just kind of map it out and kind of, you know, we know where the water will probably likely flow. We just don't know exactly how it's going to get there, if it's going to wipe out a city or a small town on the way up, and it's not. So shout out to everybody who's hanging out with me tonight. So glad to have you here. Wonderful people. As we take a look at the markets, man. Hi, Sam says you're welcome, Elvis. I need to update Elvis. Dave P says his numbers are finally going up. Good to hear numbers are going up for everybody. Like it. Angels Kessler says, I listen to your YouTube lives when I'm driving, when I'm doing Uber Eats deliveries in Orlando, Florida. Staying up all night to make that money to buy more crypto. There you go, my man. And if you got a little side hustle or anything, you know, there's no better place to put it than crypto, I'm telling you. Is my account up? I want to go over so much what I'm doing over on CoinEx because it's one of the few exchanges since I got kicked off of, well, since I had to leave Binance and had to leave KuCoin. One of the few exchanges I've found that actually offer spot margin. And man, at this section of the game, there's a lot you can do with that. If you're coming into this game and you have a little, and you do it wisely, carefully, and you're looking around like everybody else has got such bigger bags. Their bags are like 5 times bigger than my bags. That's how they're making all the gains. Well, that's where the spot margin can kind of help you. And so maybe you could double or triple the size of the bags that you have very, very comfortably. I wouldn't recommend the 5X. But, and then at some point, you get to balance out on this big move that we're having to the upside. Well, it balances out and you pull it out, baby, and you got a much bigger bag, free and clear than what you would have started with. It's a pretty cool setup. I think it's groovy. But nobody seems to care, Road Dawg. Otherwise, all I can really show you at the moment is what's going on over here where I got my butt handed to me in the futures when the big drop, right? I mean, it's like, I look back there, it's like nothing left. I have no rear end or anything. This is all you're giving me back. Is this? That's going to be a lot of squats to work with that. So there you go. However, getting down to that measly $21 that the market left me with, we finally got a little somewhere. We can figure out how to get there. Spot is doing fine. That's what Spot is there for, is to save my butt from stupidity. So a $21 position and I'm up 195%, but we're on a downturn. So that's why I'm not filling any out right now. But the next little leg up, I'm on the freaking 1 minute. No wonder it looks so scary. Next little bounce up there. Been pulling out some more of this little profit, finding another dip and rolling it in there. slowly but surely building this little sucker back up. Why spot? Just stands over there. This account was $100. Saw that was put into the exchange. Got it up to 1,000. Put 500 in spot. Kept 500 in futures and just blew that up. Just totally. I thought I had a strategy that, but there's a little glitch. I can't put an order below a liquidation point. And as my point would come down and I would get a buy in, it would lower my liquidation point. But I wasn't paying attention at the market to put one in. It bit me. It bit me big, and that's my fault. Nobody's fault but mine. Oh, you act like it's the first time it ever happened. No, this leverage will kick your butt. That's why when you get up, you got to have a plan to make it stick, and that's why we take money and put it over in the spot where it continues to grow while we continue to mess around with this gambling stuff in futures. But I will say this, at this point in the market with sound that we know that we're kind of going up, low leverage on Bitcoin, like we're talking 2-3x, maybe up to 5, maybe up to 5. Man. And if you had been doing that from the bottom, I didn't have the exchange where I could do it other than futures, which I didn't do. But do a low leverage because I wanted to do all the higher funder stuff. But a low leverage all the way up through here, man. Woo. Killing it, nailing it. So there's something to be said about margin and leverage if it's used responsibly, used right, and it's easier to say than it is to do, most undoubtedly. And it sounds like every YouTuber just nails it, which is not the truth at all. It's hard. But it's the high frequency trading, that day trading that the exchanges like, and this YouTube sites like, so you get a lot of day traders in that. If you're interested in day trading, man, I can't think of anybody. Jason Casper definitely one of the tops for the strategy for day trading with the range trading strategies. I mean, it's a solid strategy. And, good godly man that keeps everything real.
Yeah.
I also like Annie. Trade Travel Chill. Yeah. Girl knows her stuff, man. So when it comes to the CRT and all that stuff, the day trading, yeah, you got to check her out if that's your bag, man. She's down on her game.
So when you see me shining now, know it's anything but look. I'm looking in the mirror at the only one I'm with. I've been held me down, so when you see me now, I'm fresh.
Let's see what you guys are talking about. I got some altcoins. You guys got some altcoins? Board Nerd, is it a good week to buy or wait, or is everything just nuts right now? The market's been scared until they saw how Bitcoin reacted today, but I mean, doesn't mean that we're in safe territory at all. Kind of like, I think Bitcoin's going to still continue bullishly, but at some point, and this trend line is a very good point, and I can't get a solid one, so can't just go by that alone. So I'm getting the bias in my fibs over here. But it looks at this area, once we touch the top of this trend line area, we'll probably get something a little bit more substantial for a pullback. I don't think the market's over or anything. I just think, we'd get a pullback. And, come back to an area and we may just break through it. We want to see this line break through at some point. I don't think anybody's looking at this line yet. They won't until we kind of top out, and then they'll draw lines on. There we were. But, I love trend lines, man. They go on forever. You can use them to project things, and some people aren't going to see that for a while. So at least we got that. This is interesting. What we got going on here? What's that? What is that? I'm not so sure about this because that's where we start, but there's a touch here and 2 touches here, a little something there. That might make a juicy support line if we ever do fall back down from one of these areas, in my personal opinion. I might just keep you on there, my friend. When you zoom out, you can see things that you just don't normally look at. on the smaller time frames.
When you see me shining now, know it's
And so now I got this to look at in case we ever do get a drop up here. Why not come back 56? That sounds reasonable because that's when most people were getting their positions into the ETFs and things. So retest that area. That's legit. Might we see something like that? That would be a nice 30%. Yeah, because this market will take a Bitcoin needs a good 30% drop. It's going to come, and that's a good place for it to happen. You heard it here first, folks. At least you heard it here first from me, anyway, because I'm the only one that's talking with my voice and saying this at this particular channel at this particular time. So I don't know what everybody else is doing. Somebody else might be saying the same thing. Who knows? I don't know. I don't even know that this is going to do it. It's just kind of what I'm seeing. I'm just here telling you what I'm seeing. Things are looking juicy though, man. Look at all this. Look at this nonsense we got going on here. Stochastics, he's getting all pumped up. Money flows in all the green. Got something funky going on over here though. MacD's kind of confused. It's like, I don't know, man. That water looks cold. I don't know if I want to step my toe in or not. We got to talk MacD into coming and joining the party, because until this crosses up that way, man, she can flip on us really quick. Don't think she won't. She's always late to the party and always comes with the best drinks, and she always brings the strong stuff at the end of the night. She's the cool aunt, but she'll grab you up by the ear and straighten you out in a heartbeat. Don't get her wrong. That's Auntie MacD. So we got to keep an eye on Auntie MacD on the daily. One way to do that is to kind of just look up to a higher time frame and see what it looks like. Okay, a little hope here, because she can duck lip. We talked about duck lips, right? It looks, there might be a little bit of a turnaround there on the 5-day or 3-day. 5-day doesn't look too much affected. Weekly says, 2 weeks saying, what are you talking about, man? Just stop holding me back, man. Let me focus on what I'm doing. I'm trying to go up here. Quit talking. Let me focus. So that's what the 2 weeks saying. Probably nothing then. 2 week ain't worried. I ain't gonna be worried. I can't get back to my chart. There we are. So 2 weeks says everything's okay. So if everything goes to hell, blame it on the 2 week, because I'm putting you out there, buddy. You said it. Checking out this trend line, because I always check out trend lines. I'm a trend line checker. Trying to be a trend line inspector. But my searches were deemed too thorough. And they shiver when I come around with a low rubber glove. Might we be in this little channel at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, where we can just ping pong off the walls of it, hopefully finding support here at this area that we crisscrossed above right here, just dipped down and tapped a toe on it and said, yeah, it's a go. Let's keep on rolling. Let's not stop here. Although we are finding a little confusion at this area, we hope to get a bounce here and slowly work our way upward, ever upward and forward, stiff upper lip. You know. I'm for it. Let's take a look at the altcoins, man. This is what we're working with right here in altcoins. Nice little bounce in this area, but we're still coming back up to this area that's going to give us a little heartache. So altcoins, in my personal opinion, until I see something really bullish happening here, we're going to see some pop up. Take note of the stronger sectors, see some pop down, and there we go. Where did you go? I had you so earlier. You were all set to go, and now you're not. So here we are on Tokenmetrics, man, and of course the sentiment or the market indicator, Tokenmetrics great signal, has flipped bullish a couple days ago, back on the 25th. Bullish bearish, I guess this is the, what the hell are you? Analysts of the long-term trend of the market by looking at the proportion of coins that are trading above or below their 60-day exponential moving average. 92% of them are bullishly above their 60-day exponential moving average. We are not yet into altcoin season, sadly. We're still in Bitcoin season, not even in I don't know yet season, in the middle ground. It is still pretty much, Bitcoin is still outperforming your altcoins, believe it or not. If you had got at the bottom of the market and bought Bitcoin, it just blew all your little altcoin trades out the water. Maybe not all of them, but since I don't, it outperforms your altcoins. Outperform it. Your mileage may vary. So Navi, kind of hot. We talked about Navi. Navi's having a good time. She is the hot one today. You lost me, Chop. We're not through with Tokenmetrics yet. These are the hot sectors that are kind of want to keep your eye on right now. This is what's a poppin'. We got exchange-based tokens, synthetics, metaverse, entertainment, NFTs, and gaming in exactly that order. Thorchain starting to come in. The top of the token-based exchange tokens. There are a lot more winners in this area than there are losers at the moment. That's why she's coming in so high. Top 20 daily performers coming in with Shadow Token, REI Network, Ether5, Mantle, Pocket Network, and EVO. The worst ones, the ones that are not doing so well today, no Sana's in there. Darn it, Mantra. Might be a point to look at some of those. If you're playing those, want to add to a bag. Some good areas. The most trending right now is Gala, StrikeX, Atlas Navi, and Prop Base. Over on Tokenmetrics, your hottest trader coins right now. Bobacat, Bricken, Aerodrome, Soil, Prop Base, Arbify, Banana Gun, TokenFi, Extra Finance, Cetus, Protocol, Onami, Protocol, Prop Chain, Toshi, Hold Station, Soul Casino, Hyper GPT, Volume Mint, Hooked, Cyber Connect, Weekcoin, Leox, and Core. For all you investors out there, the ones that are most notable to keep your eye on at the moment are these nice little smaller market cap gems, and nobody's really talking about at the moment. Not so much. So LSD, Layer 7 Dex, Yes Money, A-List Zero, Pools Finance, Pandora, Tommy Net, Sweet Baby, Euquid, OKTJ, TLM, Alien Worlds, Casper, Swap. Not to be forgotten, our Growcoin Krill, Wojak, Lawrence, Prop Base, Steppen, Looks Rare, Caspa, Radex, Hedera, Harry Potter, go figure. For investment? For real? Yeah, I saw you. That's how I got into that Tokenmetrics. That wasn't a good ride for me. I'm just saying. These are just suggestions. You need to do your own due diligence, do your own research. Doesn't mean everything on here is going to pop off at all. Take it from me. I got experience with Harry Potter, Osama Obonic, man, something in you. I bought it at 19 cents like an idiot. Just popping up on Tokenmetrics. Had to be a winner. Right? Here is a roadmap. This is what's going on new in Tangem wallets. 11 new networks, including Radium, Nexia, Moonbeam, Manta, ZK Sync, ZKEM, EBM, Player 3 Ball, Moon River, Mantle, Flare, Taraxa. And then coming May to June, they're going to add ICP, Coinos, Dynex, Joystream, Same, and BitTensor. Wow, BitTensor. That's impressive. Tangem, if you don't have one, well, you're just not playing with the cool kids because all the cool kids have got them. Some of the cool kids even have 2 or 3. We got different kinds. That's not one. That was to the hotel room last night. Yeah. I'm kidding, honey. If you're watching, no host. Look, it's an Amazon gift card with your name on it. Tangem Wallet, 4-letter word, which we use on this channel all the time. DAWG Dog will get you 10% off. Tangem, be there, be square, baby. They be cool. They be real. They be fun. They be real fun, baby. You guys getting your altcoins ready or what? Oh, I got some. Striker says, I get liquidated a lot. LOL. Liquidation sucks. Angel's guest list says, I've been buying and holding for 4 years. I've never sold, but this year I most definitely will. I like your charting. It helps me buy the dips. I'm looking for the crypto that is still down. There we go. Exactly. That's the mindset. Exactly. Especially the investor in you, man. We're still in investor territory, which if you're new to this game, the investors are going to make the most money. The traders are in the middle. Most of them don't know what they're doing. I mean, seriously, most people come in and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just throw money here. So they're kind of easy cleanup. Yeah, establishing yourself early. I'm telling you, you want them big old long hodl bags, but you want to sell them when you. I'm not so much. I'm watching for targets, but I'm doing my plan a little different this time around. As that, and I've talked about this before. I can do this really quick. I promise it'll just be a second, but it's so important. I think I was going to take everything that I own, like my crypto net worth, right? And take out 5% of it, but I'm just basically looking for I'm looking at my main hodl wallets and my Degen back what I got on exchanges. I'm not including the stuff I got in DeFi because that's just too much of a stuff. So I'm taking the value of that, and then I'm getting 5% of that, finding out what that is. So I'll multiply it by 5, and then I'm going to take that number and I'm going to divide it by 30. And that kind of gives me a daily target of what I can kind of shoot for to kind of find a way to pull out. And I don't have to do it, but it kind of keeps me. So as the weeks go by, like as I found in this month, dog, you get behind, man. You need to start pulling some more off, man. And I'm like, I'm waiting for the market to change. I'm waiting for the market to change, man. Get off, man. No, man, you need to be pulling something out, man. You need to find something, man. The market, I don't know, man. What if it goes all the way down, man? You ain't got nothing. Come on, man. Give me a break, man. Quit talking in my ear. I know what I'm doing. Dang, man. Get off my back. So I've been fighting with myself over all this stuff. But it gives me a daily target. So I don't know. Could be $50, could be $500, could be 5,000, could be 50 cents. Whatever it is, you know. So if as a week goes by, I'm like, did I get enough? Do I need to push this forward? I got these wallets I need to fill right now. I'm trying to pull my collateral all back out. I want it all back. I want all my collateral back. So that's what I'm doing. But I am looking at targets for big sales and things like that. I'm taking some collateral out of Ajax at the moment. And I'm starting to focus a little bit more on FET with a spot margin position over there just to kind of add to my already position. Caspa, always a good one. So the DEX coins are going to be a narrative that's going to pop off, and we're starting to see a little signs of that now. I think it's starting to pick up. I don't ever check out DeFi Llama that much. I probably should, but they are showing a little bit of strength. So those are some things you might want to take a look at. Let's take a look at DYDX, see what that might be like. Possibly more of an exchange token. Which is the real way, stupid. This is DeFi Exchange. Hello. Some of the ones that were popping up on my research lately that might be good investor-wise. Orange. Unibot, believe it or not. Now that one's pretty cheap right now. They've been going through a little bit of stuff, but you know, I gotta say this about them. They stood their ground for a principle that's kind of critical, kind of core here in crypto. So they earn my respect on that. And I probably need to go show them a little love and pick up a few more Unibot. It's like $23. Yeah, I've seen it up to 189, 190, something like that before. So should she be a whole long-term hold? No, she'd probably make a good midterm hold. Degens making higher highs, higher lows, flipping resistance into support. I like that. We're on the market cap, so I'm on the wrong chart anyway. Oh look, it's already done for me. Cool. We had a trade set up right here. Buying it at the bottoms when you could put a tight stop loss and see it. That's what's so cool about this. Let's take this over. So the trade setup for Degens was we were coming down here, man, and this is where I like to buy. This is how I like to do it. It doesn't, you may be a breakout trader. You may say, "There's no way in hell I want to do that, Road Dawg." But to me, I think this is one of the greatest places to buy because you got the lowest risk to reward ratio right here, man. If you got a pattern, this is why I love trend lines and patterns. They help me identify this so much. We see that we bounced there. Chances are we're going to probably bounce there again. And if we don't bounce, we got a stop loss really tight down here just to catch us. So I put the tightest stop losses. This one was 10%, and that was, overkill. You can see you didn't even need it, even if you kind of flubbed up your buy-in. But I like these. I like buying those. So that's when I'm looking to get in. It's setups like this that I'm looking for personally. The only thing that kills me is that I see people that do setups and they don't give it time to play out. Like if you got into a trade on this, whether it's on an 8-hour time frame or even a 30-second time frame, if you've already mapped out your trade, let it ride, baby. You can pull your stop loss up to break even or even into profit. Let it ride. And I don't know. I see some people teaching some weird stuff out there, like, I don't know, in and out after they already got a setup. And that makes no sense at all to me. It doesn't. It just doesn't. I'm like, well, if you believe in your TA, if you believe in your setup, if you only take trades that are a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, you're not even making that. You're getting out too early. This one's got a 7 with a 10% stop loss. This has got a 7.2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, meaning leave this freaker alone. Let it do what it's going to do. Have you even put your limit orders up there and just wait for them to get hit. That's one way to play it. Or if you want to, helicopter, I think it's micromanaging or something. I don't know. But if you're sitting here watching it all the time, especially on smaller time frames, they're going to scare you into selling. And that's what it is. It's the emotions coming in. So if you're sitting there, what's it going to do? Oh no, it looks like Barrett. That psychology is going to come in from those smaller time frames. It's going to freak you out, and you're going to miss a good move. And I see that happen, man. I see it happen live on YouTube a lot. And I'm like, dude, man, believe in your setup. Give it some time. You got a stop loss. That's what it's there for. Let it do. But they don't even let stop losses hit, man. It's like, it goes down a little. I'm out. That's what I'm protecting my capital. And I'm like, well, okay. That's why your bag's not growing. Where are those huge gains? Because I think this is a good gain. This is a good gain. That's 73%. $7%'s not going to do it for me, man. That's just not. Not when this one's just right around the corner. Target's at 525.45 here for Degens. Just waiting for them to get hit. It's partner. How's it going, man? DP says, Ali, and Angel's guest list says, can you chart ACH Alchemy Pay? Haven't been in that one in a while. I need to update this list over here on the side. We're trying to think of a better way to do that over there. I want to put this into sectors because I want to make sure we can track the sectors as they pop off here on the show, because that you wouldn't have to be following that. I need to make it easier for us to follow that. Ale. Got it here on MexC. Ooh, look at you. What you got going on? Got a nice scallop, got a nice little flag there. Got a nice little target way up here at 9.2 cents. How did you get up there with a measure move? Did you do a crazy measure move? Is that a crazy ass measure? That's a crazy ass measure. I don't like. Was Grifter doing this? This looks like a Grifter move. Is that the night Grifter was on the chat? No, maybe. I'm not condoning that. Oh man. You're not going to like what I'm going to say, I don't think. And I hope I'm wrong. Yeah. It doesn't make sense for what I'm about to say to happen, though, right now in this part of the market, though. But you see, we got this nice, gorgeous, rounded butt cheek right over here. Which is normally followed by a nice, another big, rounded butt cheek. And that's what I'm wondering. Are we going to get a counterpart? Because this looks like an excellent butt crack. And it lost the 6-1. Hey. And she's at my negative 2.7. So let's take this one to the daily. 200 moving averages down here. I've also got, that's in confluence with what we just found here with my little bearish fib levels, which could be turnaround areas, but she could be coming down, and she could be coming down and going sideways for a while. This is, in a situation like this, I would wait till you actually see a confirmed bounce. But you also got this, which can still fall in these price areas. Maybe it could bounce and go in a different trajectory, but she could also be doing another round of accumulation, and that would suck. It doesn't make sense that it would at this point in the market, but then again, you know, Bitcoin goes up so much and we get a bigger pullback, and I don't know, man. That's just what I would watch here. A trend line here, just to see what it's going to do and if we get a bounce at these areas. But if she's not holding that trend line, man, I would take a time out and just wait till she came back out of these levels. 4 hour does not look healthy. But you're in an area where it'll start trying to turn around, but I don't see that there would be any major gains to be had by trying to play this one down through here at the moment, though. And Alchemy Pay was the other one, right? Nice. Well, we're up in this territory now. Let's I just like to clear it off, and after everything's been hit, I just like to clear things off and see what's going on, man. I like to zoom all the way out. Now, used to, I'd always start with support resistance and mark all those things out first. I would, and maybe now I kind of instinctively just kind of look for those kind of things, for support resistance flips, like here to there, just kind of note them, but I don't always draw them. Right now, I'm kind of just trying to see what's going on. Shape-wise. Zooming out. Extend that because I'm going to copy it and move it. Because I want to find what channel we're in, and I think we're here. to the bottom, to the top, to the top, to the top. It's not perfectly defined, but we'll get it. Ooh. Up to that resistance, or that support, this resistance, that resistance, that resistance. I think that would be pretty good. And seeing we got a bounce there means that we're still at top areas, huh? From here, I like to take this little guy because we got a few little wicks up here and a little area there, and I'm like, well, that might be important. So I'm trying to grab that guy, press control, and copy him, but things are not working for me right now. I'm just sitting here wasting time with it. I'm not. Get off my screen. Oh, you're locked. That's why. Yeah, you're such a boomer. So now I can copy him. But I don't want my screen to get too wild, so I might dot him up, make him a little less prevalent. Paint him a different color, something. So we got some nice rounding shapes here. We have a horizontal area that may be a nice little neckline that we haven't even discussed here. I want to note that. Because that tells me immediately if we break to the upside of that line that I can take a measure move. Put it right up above that. I got a target that has a very good probability of getting hit. About as probable as you see them get hit on my channel when we go back and visit, and it's like, nailed it! And it's not me, it's just whatever math is behind here, where if you just kind of be a little bit more precise than just saying, I don't know, some of the things I see is like just crazy stuff. Taking a measure move and then, you know, not respecting the measure. Like, with an angle and right here. I don't know. I see that. That bewilders me. I'm like, why did you even take it in the first place? You're just going to pull it to a level that you marked out before. Why didn't you just say we'll probably go to that level I marked out before? Why take a measure move if you're not going to use it? That's why. Why do that? So I like the double bottom scenario here. It is common sometimes. They will flag out beneath it. But if you take a little, get our microscopes out, kind of zoom in here, we will see that we've got a little duck lip going on. The old duck lips, and that's usually a bullish sign that number go up. I mean, it can always change, but usually it's kind of a good sign. It's kind of a, oh, lucky duck, you got lucky duck today. Oh, number go up. Lucky duck, you got lucky duck. So we got lucky duck. We got lucky duck. Duck lip. We got lucky duck lip. I like it. And it's got plumes. It's like it's got feathers. You want to see something wild? I bet if we turn on Market Cipher A, it'll look like a chicken. Probably have to go on a smaller time frame and zoom out. That's why I can't use Market Cipher A, because it makes my charts look like the feathered serpent. Oh man, you make it look at all those X's. Those X's. That's supposed to mean manipulation. Manipulation. We don't know. Oh yeah, chart. Let me turn off the feathered serpent. Put that thing away. Oh, just reverse it all. We'll just reverse it all. We're here on the daily, so I like what we're seeing. Really, I do. I just think it's got to be patient with this one. There could be a pullback, and it may not, but it could definitely pull back to some juicier areas to add a little bit more to your bag. We're always looking at a 618 just because it can play, You know, we made a lower high there. She may come down, make a lower low, or she just kind of does some kind of little flaggy flag. Could be looking at that, or maybe she'll just find support here and decide to screw you, Road Dawg. I'm going to the moon. Honey, I don't care when you go, just take us with you. That's all we're asking for. Not asking for much, but 2.93 cents, I think that's a good target to look for if you can be patient for it. But in order for it to do that, it's got to lose that 9 moving average, and we just duck lift it. So what are you saying, Road Dawg? Pick a side and stick with it. I would rather see that duck lip hold than this, because that's a good time for an up move. Up, go. Up. So I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame. It's probably a good place to follow that. We can get above the 9 on the 4-hour. I'd say the duck lips are going to win. And those lower prices just will not be felt at the moment. Can't have everything you want, but you can get what you need. That's what Mick says, and I like Mick, and I haven't known him to lie to me yet, so I'm rolling with that. Right on. 104 cents, might we hit that? But you can hit it as long as you want to, baby. I ain't gonna sit in your way. No problem, DP. Let's take a look at Hook. I think I got some of this playing over on the, what is it? Big Unix account. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. We got a little target up here at 618. She's just been very lackluster in getting there. We're looking at it over here, that idea that maybe the target was there. She decided to come down and bowl out on us, and that sucked. We extend this makeshift. We were kind of following a trend line there and just copied it. So not the most perfect angle. So what we got now, though. Now that we got some more information, so we wick down to there. Let's take this top here. Moon boy, Road Dawg's a moon boy. That's what I got, baby. I got 3 touches on one side. I got 2 touches on the other. But all right, that makes a valid pattern. Might we go up that high? I don't see why we wouldn't. Why wouldn't we? You don't believe in this coin? Why are you in it right now to begin with? You didn't think numbers going to go up? Who's the stupid one now? Let me ask you that. I'm just here telling you where it could go. I'm not the fool that bought the top, I'll tell you that. Nice little curvaceous roundiness in this bigger pattern. I just look at the bigger patterns. Oh, that'll tell you what you need to know. You can take a little measure move right here. Put it at a possible breakout. Might have a target up here at 289. However, I want to remind you that this is a bearish pattern. Yeah, it's not one that you're normally supposed to be excited about, except if you're in the crypto bull market and you see it, because you know the price could break to the upside and just make this $2.90 target just look like nothing. It's like, but you said $2.90. I said, no, it can still go up. You might find a hiccup there, a little bit of a pullback there, but she can still rock and roll over up from there. So don't think it's calling the end of the day. I got a comment on one of my BitTensor videos that made it sound like I thought on BitTensor was just going to go up as high as it is now. I'm like, no, man. No, man. That's just for like right now. For here. Like, this is on, dude. Nah, baby, we can do some damage on BitTensor. 335 for a hook. I like that one. Slap a label on it. 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 Just slap a label on it. Slap a label on it. I like that $5 target, but that's a little ways. That's a ways off. That's further down the roads. First, we gotta worry about what we're doing here. You know what? It is time for the Alpha News. What happened in crypto today with your coins, my coins, all of our coins? Lay Rick. For the love of God, please work this time. Seriously, dude. Did you not work? For real? There we go. Yeah. Bioeconomy has closed a strategic funding round backed by Jump Capital and Consensus. Degen announced the launch of a Layer 3 Degen chain. FIS Staffy released 2024 quarter 2 roadmap. Milestones include rebranding and implementation of burn mechanism. FTT, former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried gets sentenced to 25 years in prison in the FTX case. That's a lot of ramen right there, Samuel boy. Lucky you. I'm guessing Ashland FCI. What do you guys think? He could probably make it there. MNT Buyman has announced its new Launchpad project, VELAR. The snapshot period is from March 29th to April 2, with a planned listing on April 3. Binance will support the NFT prompt contract swap. NFT token has plummeted significantly since the March 15th hack. Prisma Finance was hacked for 11 million in ETH. Tencent Blockchain RPC service now supports Sui, Tencent Cloud, and My System Labs entered into strategic partnership in February. What? Not Ashley. He's going to Buckner? Buckner Medical, really? Okay. It's just a voice in my head. I don't know if it'll be true or not. TokenFi has officially launched the TokenFi Launchpad mainnet. TrueFi is a proof-funded for audit of Trinity and Enable. SDK TRU rewards governance voting will begin on March 30. That jumbled up in my head, dude. You have to explain that better. Wormhole will launch its W token on April 3rd, while Grok announced Grok 1.5 will be out soon. There we go. So in the anger and depression stage, says our meme. That's funny. Can we get a visual?
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, the market stages of disbelief, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, anger, depression, disbelief. Do you know when some of your biggest names in crypto capitulated? At the capitulation stage. Yes, that's crazy. When Bitcoin hit, it went below, believe it or not. I know we were told it'd never go below 47,000, but it did, right? 47. We're told it would never go below that, but it did. And do you know, it was this move right here where the capitulation happened right here. Bitcoin sold like at 30,000. BitBoy sold at 30,000 when we got here at capitulation stage. Like, I'm out, boys. I'm out. That should be the smart move. Listen, it did go. It was interesting. It's just interesting to watch. I mean, nobody's perfect or anything, but, and remember that. That's what you got to remember. The YouTubers are not perfect. Even though they claim, you'll hear many of them claim that they've been through this before. We all been through it. I've been through it, but it doesn't mean we're going to play this out perfect or know exactly what's going to happen in this market, man. There are tools that you can use, and that's hopefully what we'll do here on this show or this channel is use these tools. The moving average are going to play a big part in nailing that on the weekly of when to get the freak out. And also the MACD, I find her to be so honest when nobody else is. So I'm also following that big old MACD on the weekly. Because she don't lie, baby. She don't lie. Look, right over here. When she crossed, it was saying, sucker, I'm late. I know you late. Same thing over here. Those were the tops, baby. And when you see her curving around and this thing coming down on the weekly, when the weekly MACD starts showing the first signs of some real tiredness, pay some serious attention to this market, because they're going to be a big ass move coming and you ain't going to like it. And right now we're okay. Right now we're still okay. But remember, right before it turns sour, this is exactly what it looks like. Okay? Like you hide this little peak over there. Look, it looks so good. So when you start noticing the top start turning a little, pay a little attention. We ain't got that top to turn just yet here on the weekly. We're keeping an eye out for that. And that's something to take notice of. Just throwing out little helpful tips and tricks. Because I am the Road Dawg. Look out for the Pac-Man. The Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man. You like Pac-Man? Guys, I'm going to give a shout out to all the beautiful people. How many people do we have today? We lost one, then we gained one. So right there at 1330. Shout out to all the beautiful people leaving comments. I want to acknowledge that right now. Yeah. Thank you so much for leaving your comments over here. Hearts and prizes. And this is from Funny Animals Videos 4743. Thank you so much. Rather not say says, if you saw two guys named Hambone and Flipper, which one do you think? If you saw two guys named Hambone and Flipper, which one would you think liked dolphins the most? I'd say Flipper, wouldn't you? You'd be wrong though. It's Hambone. If you do the math, you are totally correct, sir. You are right. Hambone did get that nickname from somewhere, and it wasn't from eating just chickens. I agree. Jugmail says, I wish a robot would get elected president. That way, when he came to town, we could take a shot at him and not feel so bad. That wasn't me, YouTube. I'm just saying. Multimedia says, as the evening sky faded from a salmon-colored sort of flint gray, I thought back to the salmon I caught that morning and how gray he was and how I named him Flint. It's funny how things just circumvent like that. Just, it comes first full circle, don't it? Amazing. I think people tend to forget that trees are living creatures. They're sort of like dogs, huge, quiet, motionless dogs with bark instead of fur, says Crypto Insight. That is very insightful, I must say. Uncle Barney says, Martha says, the interesting thing about fly fishing is that it's two lives connected by a thin strand. Come on, Martha, grow up. Giver says, if I ever do a book on the Amazon, I hope I'm able to bring a lightheartedness to that subject in a way that tells the readers we're going to have fun with this thing. Magic Rico says, bro, you're so far out from your first targets on this great video. They'll sell a lot more than expected, probably 30x from here, being pessimistic. This is what Tal's going to rock the worlds, man. Tal's doing good. I like it. Is that an O video? It did say 2024 price predictions, but those targets got hit already. I was being conservative. There's Wardner, Mr. Live. Much love, brother. Much love. Wardner. Uncle Morty says, if you're Thanksgiving dinner, but you don't like the stuffing or the cranberry sauce or anything else, just pretend like you're eating it. But instead, put it all in your lap and form it into a big mushy ball. Then later, when you're out back having cigars with the guys, with the boys, let out a big fake cough and throw the ball into the ground and say, boy, those sure are some good cigars. Spambox says, is there anything more beautiful than a beautiful, beautiful flamingo flying across in front of a beautiful sunset? And he's carrying a very beautiful rose in his beak. And he's also carrying a very beautiful painting with his feet. And also, you're drunk. I've seen pink flamingos before. Multimedia says, too bad there's not such a thing as a golden skunk because you'd probably be proud to be sprayed by one. And Rather Not Say says, to me, truth is not some vague, foggy notion. Truth is real. And at the same time, unreal. Fiction and fact and everything in between, plus some things I can't remember, all rolled up into one big thing. This is truth to me. Well, that's all truth could ever be to all of us, really. Crypto Insight says, I bet a funny thing would be to go way back in time to where there was going to be an eclipse and tell the cavemen, if I have come to destroy you, may the sun be blotted out from the sky. And just then the eclipse would start, and they'd probably try to kill you or something, but then you could explain about the rotation of the moon and all, and everyone would just get a good laugh. Giffer says, I think somebody should come up with a way to breed large shrimp. That way you could ride him. And then after you camped at night, you could eat him. How about it, science? I think that's enough of the, enough for comments today. We lost some people there. So thumbs up, thumbs down. Comments, yes or no, part of the stream? Yes, no, maybe. Let's take a look at Caspa. So here's the thing about Caspa. If you go over to caspa.org and check around, this is what they got going on, Caspa Developments, right? So they've completed all this stuff. They're currently testing Caspa Rust language coding. They got to upgrade consensus to follow Dark Knight protocol. Further increase blocks per second and transactions per second. It's not fast enough. They got to make it even faster. Cool. Archival node improvements, and in planning is smart contract development. That is behind my head and chair. And now imagine what happens when we get smart contracts on a lightning fast little proof of work chain. I'm very excited to see where that might go. So looking here at the Caspa. Oh, well, we got people back. Now, your comments suck, Road Dawg. But I'm grateful for every comment put over there. And if you like coin requests and want me to do one on the live, or if I happen to miss one or something like that, if you leave a comment there, I will see that. I will probably see that better than I will anything else, a comment for any of the videos. Finding support here on the daily 100 moving average, Caspa. We already bounced off the trend line. Probably won't see that again. Bounced off the twice here off the 100 with the candle bodies there, so probably won't see that again. Probably moving our little butts, scurry little butts back up here to around 15 cents. Got to come back and try that 50 one more times. Hey man, I ain't done with you yet. Come on, let's finish this thing. So Caspa's a tough one, baby. She can go take on that 50 again after she got to come up here and whoop 9 and 21's ass real quick though. 9's already running 421, so you know it's a done deal. She's going to whoop, open a can on that and jump right up here, I believe. See how she goes. Still got some struggle. There will be a tussle that will last for probably days, maybe all week. I don't know. Go sideways a little before we get a little nice little pop up and should run over to 20 cents. Maybe this time, Caspa, can we do it, please? Come on, baby. Can we do something? Come on. Taking a look at Token Pie. It's over on MexC. Gee, when targets get hit, whatever can we do? Well, we celebrate, baby. We celebrate. Give a little fireworks shout out on Token Pie. And she's breaking out of this bearish pattern to the upside, and when we break out, to get a nice little parabolic move. Didn't even get a retest down here at 11 cents. So that might be what we're looking at coming here soon. Eventually, might take it a little while, might take it a week to get down here, but 11.4 cents should be in order for this guy. And there we go. If you did happen to look at this with me and say, hey man, I like that one, I think I might jump in on that one. Then you might have made up to 134% gains. Currently, we're sitting at 67% from that breakout area. But as she sits right now, I am looking for a retest of the 11-cent area. But she probably will find a little bit of a stumble coming down around the 13 cents, 13.5 cents in that area before she finally capitulates to the 11-cent golden little area that we want to really pick it up in. Or she could bounce and go to the upside. That's what she wants to do, whichever she wants to do, but I don't think she will because she's losing the trend line. So we got that going on for TokenFi. I didn't know you were Italian, but hey, rock it, baby. I know some people. You don't sound like you're from the Bronx or anything, you know what I'm saying? What kind of Italian thing is you on him? Just a Sicilian kind. The kind of you don't want to mess with. Sweet, baby, sweet. I want to get more into the Sweet ecosystem. I think this is one that we need to pay attention to, as well as Base. Sweet's not really taking off on that ecosystem, so I want to find out more about it and get into it before it all takes off and gets all gooey, sticky, stuck to the ceiling. I'm not trying to clean that mess off. Got a nice little support resistance flip right here on this spotted trend line. I'm going to mark you that way and flip you to a green line. Promote you to general. No, not general. Just promote you up there. Flip you off as being support right now at 197. I said flip you off. So we just now had a nice support resistance flip here on SWE. Ladies and men want to come over here to be Unix and think, hey man, maybe I should do something over here. She getting ready to pop up to the upside. You going to take a risk on something? I do have a little bit of profit that I can take. Probably do need to take. Haven't taken any, so you're a little bit overdue profit taking. I know you won't wait for number to go up, but let's pull out 25% of this guy. See if we can put him to a better use here. That gives me $15 available margin that I can actually put in onto SWE. Now I've got margin over here isolated. I want isolated margin most definitely on this, and I do not want 20% by no shape or form. I'm going to come over here with a modest 3% on SWE. I know. Crazy as it seems. And seeing that we just flipped that area for support, I can't help it. You give me a chart, I gotta draw lines on it. It just happens. I will put one little order down here to wait. At 210, I have to buy 20 of you. You're going to have to make me up my leverage to participate, aren't you? Minimum order is 20 over here, so apparently I've got to just up my leverage a little bit. I ain't going too crazy now. I'll find another pair, baby. Don't think I won't now. If we're going to do that, minimum is 20. Are you going to hit that, or you getting ready to take off? Oh, you're putting me in a predicament that is not great. This is bearish. That should break to the downside. No guarantees that it will. Ichimoku Cloud looks like, baby, I'm ready to rock. What are you working on? We'll put an order in. I got to put it cheaper though. I can buy 20. Dumbass. fast. Right? Am I getting 20 or not? Yes. But you gotta come to me, baby, and I don't know that you're going to, but it's bearish pattern. You gotta have a drop somewhere, baby. You gotta have a drop. I'm putting one in right here at 208. Try to catch you about right here in this area. Let's just pull a fib. Let's fib it. That's at 208 right here at the 382. That's what I'm looking for. Pull back to there. See if we can get us some swinging on this little guy. I ain't chasing you. It is 11:52. This time just goes by way too fast, man. I feel like I never get through a list ever at all, man. What do you have to talk about Shadow and REI? What do you guys got going over here? Celinda says, hey dog, have you looked at Polyhedra PX? No, but it's been popping up a lot on Tokenmetrics. I've been seeing the name getting popped out there, so let's take a look at it. There's going to be a steady supply of new coins coming in that are going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's a lot of coins wait for this time in the market to launch because, well, of all the hype. And a lot of them will be vaporware. Some of them will be legitimate things. Some of them will be too new to really solidify themselves in the market, but they will be good plays in this bull market. Just remember, we don't want to hold altcoins after this market tops out. It's not the smart play. Some people do it. People will still continue to do it, even knowing it's better not to. That's a 90 to 95 to 99% loss or drawdown. You got to ride. It will mess with your head. Don't do it. That's why I look the way I do today. I did it. I've done that before. It beat the crap out of me. I still got the stitches. Look, I'm beat up. But should not get me this time. This time I'm getting enough money for plastic surgery. I'm going to come over here and look like Brad Pitt one day. Actually, I've already done that before. So we're looking for PX. Why am I not finding you there? Polyhedra. Polyhedra network right there. So this is a ZK play, it looks like. Total supply is 900 million. All-time high on this was $4.01, so we're not far from the all-time high. All-time low is just 250, so we got that.
Fresh up out that mud, I'm a diamond in the rough. So when you see me shining now, know it's anything but look. I'm looking in the mirror at the only one I with. I've been held me down.
And they're not giving me anything over here to really go by, sadly.
So when you see me shining now, know it's anything but look. It's anything but
diamond in the rough, yeah, we had it tough, yeah, we had the pressure and the pressure done its stuff. Oh, I'm not flexing when I'm brushing off the dust, no. All this pain and the tears make my shoulders rust. In this life, gotta do what you must, build your value up, gotta earn trust, avoid fuss. Maybe you don't know the facts, you don't know enough. You can judge me where you want, cause every day I send love.
Powered interoperability and computation by ZK. So bring in interoperability and scalability to Web3 with cutting edge zero knowledge proof system. We're getting a lot of those. I wonder if they're going to get oversaturated with some of this. Virgo Plus, Orion. Interesting. So just a brief look here at the website is all we're doing. Of course, always do your due diligence if you ever think about getting into anything seriously and putting a bunch of money in it. Definitely. See what the chart says. Should look like it's gonna be hard to find.
I'm out their range, I'm out of reach now. Almost let it drown, but they found me off the freestyle. Product of that ground, you seeing her eye me down. She
So, well, it says
it's in the green now. It's snakes from my past. They look at me.
it's going by ZK, right?
They can hit my line and I'ma help them on their feet now. I had a few I looked up to, they showing different shades.
They're giving me
a couple rays, but now they watching
Polyhedra Network.
struggle to open doors to places that come to life if I step inside. I learned to cut the keys down. Got it locked, this demon stirring the pot with pretty faces and plots that try to.
Why are they giving me ZK for a ticker?
No new friends, I had so many hit my line for the freebie, but if you see me out, you gotta pay the fee now. All these things you never cared to see me for is what I let the world see now. I'm staring in the mirror at the only one I trust.
This is at crypto.com, KuCoin, MexC, but it's giving me a ZK.
Diamond in the rough, so when you see me shining now, know it's anything but look. I'm looking in the mirror at the only one I with. I've been held me down, so when you see me now, I'm up. I'm fresh up out that mud. I'm a diamond in the rough, so when you see me shining now, know it's anything but look. It's anything but look now.
That's what it says. Polyhedra Network under a different ticker, I guess. See what we got. And OKX is Polyhedra too. So if it's the right one, still kind of new here though, right? Nice little shape there. Not really rounding. I mean, I guess if you zoom out or could look that way. But nice breakout up to that side. Megaphone patterns, basically what we're looking at. It was really like that. Now we got this little guy going on.
I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'.
Let's go back to the 0.5. So we're always going to look at the 618 because if she makes a lower low, that's where it's probably more than likely going to be and retest this area that already wicked to before. So 311, 309, that area could come back into play there. It really shouldn't come back any further than that, though. It shouldn't. It can, but it shouldn't. Just with all the congestion we got over here, that should be enough support to hold it.
If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds. Yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets from the first in and the last out. See me coming.
The first in and the last out.
Sports center from a little I was watching. Spin a bag like I'm Rafa, call that top spin. How could I not win? This is top 10.
So I'm looking for this trend line to probably get broken. Doesn't have to, not trying to be negative. Let's go to the bigger time frame. 1 hour time frame, 200 moving average is coming in down here. That's, to me, that's confluence. At some time, it's going to retouch the 200 moving average. She's being bullish right now, but the bigger signs are telling me that this will probably not hold, although it looks really strong. She's above the 9 moving average on the 1 hour, so I can't say anything bad about it. That's bullish. So, but if that gets lost, I don't know that this will hold. This could be an area at 340 where it could hold for a bounce. But if it loses it, I'm looking at 309, and it's just, since we lost the main trend line that we had right over here and retested it, that means down and sideways, basically. Some kind of a reaccumulation. She's got to take a breather. And a lot of times we'll see it come down to this area, retest the 200, 618 area, 309. So maybe a pullback for this one. But she's looking strong. It would be cool to see if she does like maybe a scallop. If it continues rounded or something, that could be wild. That'd be a nice move to the upside. Bigger targets on the upside though, $4.57 probably after touching here.
I know they envy me. Feet on the floor. What they gonna say now? We came along from last place. Bottom to top of the fast pace. Out of this surf I get touched.
Sure, said time did nicely today.
I'm in the gym putting numbers up.
Let's check out time.
Never excuses to cover ups.
Ooh, baby, didn't you? She was up to $40 and you come back and had to touch that trend line at 30. So let's zoom out. Well, I was hoping I could say, well, look, we have the trend line clearly drawn and it touched it, but that I can't do that because it's a crappy trend line. What the hell? It had to be on bodies or something on a bigger time frame. It was the 3-day where I got this line, and that's where it bounced from. It's noisy, right? You have to come to a bigger time frame so you can try to get something to make sense of it, and still this is not there's still other ways I could have done it. But I remember this wick was being a problem. So maybe we're flipping something here. Let's hope so. In time. The trend line looks totally out of place here on the smaller time frames. So it was... This is when a lot of YouTubers are saying, look, we're in a symmetrical triangle. It's bullish. We're going to the upside. But nah, baby. Nah. That's the most reliable, unreliable pattern out there. The only thing you can be for sure on this one, on this pattern, is it's going to mess you up somehow as soon as it can. Its only goal is to mess with you, mess with your head, not anybody else. It's just you. Yeah, you. It is out to get no one else but you. This is the one that's going to come after you. This is the one you're saying, it's breaking to the upside. Just jump in. It's going to come down. Whatever you think it's going to do, it's not going to do it. It's going to mess with your head. It's doing the rabbit run right now. So if she broke down here, man, this one can come up here, make you, oh, it reversed, and then slam right back down on you. This one, she's heartless. She's cruel. She's the devil. Looking all bullish and everything. Yeah, yeah. Rounded bottoms. Look, we got an inverted head and shoulder to the upside. On my authority, take us up to $58. No. But she is respecting this major trend line, which is why I drew it right there, because she's going to respect anything, and she's got to start there. And tell you the truth with it, she's not really respecting it. She's just playing along right now. She's just trying to see how far away she can get. She's pushing the boundaries. Try to come down there and test the 200 moving average. I ain't having none of it. You better turn right around. She hightailed it out of there before she even make contact with it. That's scary. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. She's just taking every liberty that she can out of this pattern, and that's how it does. You hanging around with the wrong crowd, time. You hanging around with the wrong crowd. Don't hang around with the triangles like that. The wedges, baby, the wedges. Time, you gotta step up your game, baby. What we do have going for us is the momentum behind the 200, the 100, and the 50 is still up and to the upside, so we'll pull her back in. Crazy old time. Been out there sowing those wild oats. Fell off the wagon, huh? Had to go to work with that hangover, didn't you? How'd that feel for you? What you get for hanging out with these triangles, man? I'm telling you, they ain't no good. Ain't no good, bro. Don't never trust a symmetrical triangle. They flip on you. Ordinary, that's how Sheba looks. Sheba looks like a Dr. Seuss character. That's what Sheba looks like. You see it? Looks just like a Dr. Seuss character. Next. That's what a slurp should look like. A slur should look like a Dr. Seuss character. This is the point of the time where we have to consult the dark sides. Excuse me for a moment while I get into session.
For those of you out there that hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Swing low to swing high. Tell me where we should buy. Swing high to swing low. Reveal to me where price is going to go.
Lightning hedge.
I didn't plan ahead for that. The most mystical places to look for Shiba to actually go if you want to make the day. Is in the vicinity of the 1.13. That's not all. It'd be a crime to give up there. Well, we can get where it's juicy. At the 1.272. I spy with my little plucked out eye a decimal, 4 zeros. I see the number 5 followed by a 1, and there's an 8 with a 0 sneaking behind it, and that very last number is the number 4. Oh, okay. That's amazing, Batman. What else do you see? I see a 618 Fibonacci. And I see a lot of people taking a lot of profit there. Moving the market back down just a little bit, scaring people out. But I see some happy people that are just out in their bags saying, man, awesome, Road Dawg nailed that one. Woohoo, made some money. That's what I see. We must mark that with the yellow line. So Shiba looks kind of cool, man. I like it. Looking kind of, kind of doggy. It smells like a wet dog too sometime. I try to talk to the chart and it just keeps asking me for treats. It's not the most conversational chart that I've ever spoke to, really, for a conversation. I mean, sure, the price action says something, but always talking about dog stuff, man. And about some poodle. Let's see. We're at a tricky area right now with Shiba. This little area right here. Are you a fib? You look like you would be a good one. Yes, you are a fib. Okay. We're having trouble getting above this 382. This was the little descending triangle pattern that kicked our butts to the downside. I don't trust these guys half the time either, I'm telling you. Can we take a look at what happened here? Can we? You got the 1 hump, you got a 2 hump, you got a bigger 3 humper, The bigger 3 humper is a good sign that, hey, they're going to be a bigger dumper coming at some point. So 3 humps and a dump. Hump 1, hump 2, 3 humps, and then a dump. That little poem will help you keep your head in the game. And you know what they do when these little ascending triangles? Because what you will normally see, and they talk about it, flag season, bull market, this bull market cycle that we're on, this upward markup cycle that we're on, it is kind of like a flag season. You'll see a lot of bull flags, but they don't all play out. They usually play out nice and quick when they're on the run, right? And then when they start consolidating, well, then you gotta look, man. Look, man. We got 3 humps. I'm waiting for that dump. So we get an ascending triangle, and you've always got this guy. You know, that'll give you this, and it could, but you gotta also say, hey man, I got an ascending triangle. You know, they don't always break to the upside. Let's make sure they're not going to trick us, because then they come down and they need to finish the channel that they're in. And then it really turns out to be this guy, which is a lot of lost opportunity if you're thinking that, why sir, it's to the upside. A quick look. You know, it pays to do a little bit more homework. This is when the moving averages would come in very helpful, in my personal opinion. In these particular situations, because you're riding the 9 on a very strong up move like this, that move is over when you start losing this 9. Lost it here, tried to regain it. But when the 9 crossed that 21, if you're really trying to get out of a short-term play, like you're just trying to swing trade this low to high, bigger time frame, 9 crosses 21, that's usually this trade should have been over. Just saying. The 9 over the 21 is a great strategy for lots of things. Especially telling you when to get out of a short-term time frame, when the trend's going to change it on you. Right now we're trying to ride that 9 again on the 4 hours, so she's looking bullish as she's just riding along this trend line here. So I got this target up at 0.000037.2ish in that area. Probably will get a little bit of a pullback there too, but eventually she's going to break up above that. So this trend line that we're on, pay very close attention to it. Even if we make it up here for a pullback, I mean, if we break this trend line, she's coming down a lot further. I would be more inclined to look for maybe price will start squeezing up here. See if she breaks above it and finds support. It might be working on that bigger move. And then that's where we come to the fun prices that we talked about for the price prediction. Unlocks it. So in a nutshell, we don't want this line to break ever. Really don't. Or else it's going to be down and sideways for a little while. We don't. What say ye on your indicators? 3-day look like she's ready to try to do something. So far, that's pretty strong. Daily's got some work to do, got some turning around. I've been watching this daily for a cross there. I'd front run it on the 12. 12's already crossed. Can't front run it. Already front ran. Got to watch it on the daily. When that 9 crosses over this 21, that will be it. That's what we want. We got to see that. That's your sign. There's your sign. The 9 crossing the 21 on the daily. Needs that to happen, and that should be a nice little bit. Sheba. Trigger says, I got the fib to work one time, now I won't put it down. It'll stick to your hand like glue, Fave. Straight. Can't shake it off. It's like a bad booker. Once you get that fib out, you can't shake it off. You gotta wipe it on something. 3 humps and a dump is a story of my life. That's... Jackson, did he say the next level was 50, then they'll get back to 22? I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. I forget what I say. I just say what the charts say. Hey, could you look at orange on the 4 hour? I probably could. Oh, RNJ. Yeah, it's on my list. I was supposed to do that one anyway. Yet, somehow I didn't. Happens a lot. Orange, nice accumulation. Round in shape there. We likes that. That's Coolio. Not the Coolio, but... let's identify the range that we've been stuck in for so long. Now you might take a look at this, and you might be inclined to want to draw a curve trend line here and immediately declare this to be a cup and handle, and it might be because price did rise into it. That's the first thing that you need to know to get an authentic, by the textbook cup and handle definition. Price would rise in to form the first lip, bowl out. We want to avoid daggers, sharp bottoms. We really want some smoothest price action over a bigger time frame. It's really the best way. And for it to lip back up right around the same areas, because that's what you're looking for the best ones to play out, the ones that might actually really play out. The lip might be a little tricky. Now, could we be forming, or the handle might be tricky? Might we be forming that now? It might be. We don't want this to come back more than 2/3 of the way of this whole move. If you do take a Fibonacci, that usually puts you back into this 618 area, so we don't want to go back below that area if we can. And then that might actually play out for a cup and handle if she flags out. However, the cup and handles and the channels play out exactly the same, so you can keep it simple and not have to say, is it a cup and handle or not? I don't know. He says it's a cup and handle. He says it's not a cup and handle. I don't, is it a cup and handle or not? And you can just say, screw it. Let's play it as a channel. They both have the same measured move. Put it to the breakout point. Problem solved. We just cut out all that useless arguments. Let's don't focus on war, people. Let's just focus on number going up. You want to call it a cup and handle? That's fine. Have at it. You want to call it a channel that breaks bullishly to the upside? Have at it. Maybe this is the free market. You can do whatever you want to in this market. I like to personally zoom out because I find that that's where you get the real alpha. Screw all this little noisy stuff. We zoom out and get the real pattern. Boom shakalaka with the ice cream and a cherry on top. Me liked it. 1.16 cent is a excellent little target. However, she gets really bullish, and she gets too feisty. Like if the orange pill is really a blue pill that's shaped like a diamond, and it takes it and it gets like, you know, things start really getting 20. You might actually see $1.43 out of orange. That's what I've been looking for. So first you got to get up above this area right here. If it does get up above 73 cents, that's when a lot of people will see this as a support resistance area, and a lot of the OG traders will say, hey, well, that's a good confirmation for me. Let's enter this trade, partner. And some of them will jump in. Some of them will wait till it gets up above whatever area that it came before it got there and say, hey, it's found support over here. It's also made another higher high. I think I'm going to go all in. Let's do it. That's kind of how that starts taking off. Of course, you might get rejected there, so you don't want to do it too early. That's why they wait for confirmations, because their ideas are, I would rather ride this paper. If I get in on this trade, I just want to see number go green. I don't want to see any red. And, you know, if you do that, chances are more likely that you see mostly green. Otherwise, getting rejected over here could be this back to testing this trend line, which would be another juicy price at 5.4 cents or 54.4 cents rather. Nice come up from the breakout here to that target that we got. It's 58% move. It actually makes it up to the 618 Fibonacci area. That's 1.1618. That'd be a nice 89-90% come up right there. I like it. Says it's a beautiful project. Haven't been listed on the exchange yet. Only 33 million market cap at the moment. Just wanted to ask if I should sell now and rebuy at 60 cents ish. Should you sell now? I don't think this is I mean, if you need to, I'm just telling you, I see some signs that she's got some more in store. Most notably here on the daily, where we got some big old duck lips forming here on our MACD. A stop loss might be a good option to consider. Big breaks below these lower highs here at 54. You could sell, but that's below where you were talking about, wasn't it? You're talking about buying at 60. Smaller time frames are looking kind of bullish to me. On the 1 hour, she just reclaimed the 200 moving average, and the 9's getting ready to cross it. There might be a little bit of a pullback here, but right now she looks like she's getting the signal that she's ready to start moving. So if you're trying to catch this on something smaller, I don't think that you'd be lucky to get back 65, I think, if this is a move that's going to the upside. I mean, smaller time frames, we got this going on. We got this trend line, which has a little bit of flack in it because we can draw it up here to the top. So technically, by all technicals, there's not really a breakout just quite yet, but looking at it some different ways, we got some possibilities going on there. So if she's doing that, she may not come back down to 60 cents. However, if you look at this as a double bottom here with top there, I mean, that's where 62 starts coming in as a nice juicy project or target. And just in case we do lose this area to come back for a retest, but the probabilities are telling me that this time she's going to try to make a run for it. Now retest to test that 200 moving average here on the 1 hour could come into play. We definitely see that, so we marked that at 60, right at 66 cents. We're at 67 now. At some point in the game, you got to ask yourself, what's a penny between friends? I just like this shape and the flagging, and just overall about the bowl shape that we got here is a good sign. Once we do flip this area for support, man, we are at $1.16. So for me in it, I mean, I'm not selling mine. Actually, I recently just added a little to it, but I don't have a huge bag of it or anything. But I think she's getting ready to do something kind of big that you might feel like you missed out on. Because right now she's on the 8 hour and she's above the 9, and then if she's above the 9, she's doing fine. And I would rather sell at a target. If it were me, even if it's 73 or 74 cents, preferably $1.16, $1.17. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. It is now 12:30. We went on 2 hours again, and I still can't get through a dang list. Save my life. And I watch this back and see where I'm wasting my time. I think I'm getting too deep in the charts. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully there's been something we went over. Things are moving. Bags are a-popping. Hopefully you're peeling off a little bit on your longer-term strategies. Just, get some of that collateral out, moving back some of those bigger projects, and on the trading things, the meeting your targets and meeting your goals there. I'll see you again tomorrow evening. Thanks for hanging out with me. Good night, everybody. Where's that button?
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits.
You're getting very wealthy and you like this video. You want to subscribe to this channel because you like